Hello and welcome to Wellness Lady TV. I'm your host, Carla Clayton, and I help busy professionals create a healthier life, home, and business one small step at a time. So today with me, I have a guest. This is Debbie Opheim from Sweetwater Sitters and Nannies. And we are so excited to have you on the show today.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. So the first thing I want to do before we dive into your story is ask you, what does wellness mean to you?
To me, wellness is all encompassing. It's healthy body, mind, spirit, emotion. It all kind of has to work together.
So it's a holistic approach.
Yes. To be really well, to be a well-being.
Right. So I want to tell you all that I met Debbie through networking. We are both in an organization called KMA Networking. It's a mastermind networking organization that I've gotten so much value out of for my own business and for building relationships, business partnerships, as well as friends.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
So we met there and you were just launching your new business. And so I want to give you some time on my show to tell everyone about your business.
Okay.
But before that, I want to tell everyone that as some of you may or may not know, that my significant other, my boyfriend, is raising his granddaughter. And so we've had need for sitters.
Yeah.
And when I found out that Debbie had this service, I was like on it. And because let me tell you something, what I love about it is I make one call and she finds the babysitter. It's so amazing. So tell us a little bit about your business and how you got started in this area.
Sure. Sweetwater Sitters and Nannies, we are a sitter referral and nanny placement agency here in St. Pete, and we service all of Pinellas County. So we have an app that people can use the app. They don't even have to call us. But I like it when she calls me.
Before you go on, I actually use the app for my most recent.
The last one, yeah.
Yes, and that was so easy. So I just used the app. I had a party to go to, so we put it in, and within, I don't remember how long, but it was very quickly. I had a response that, hey, you have a sitter booked, and here she is, and
here's who she is, and here's her picture, and all of that. So you can see that when she comes, she is who she said she was, and of course we have them all background checked and everything before we release them out to any family.
Which is such an important thing. And the other reason that I love using your service versus trying to find my own sitter is because I don't have time to do that. And and that's why I wanted to share her with you, all the busy professionals, is we just don't have time for that.
Right.
So, to make that call, know that you've vetted them, you've interviewed them, you've got references on them. And, the other thing that I love about what you have done is you really helped, you got to know the child and the needs of the child to find the right match.
And I think that's one of the key things.
Right.
Is getting to know the family and kind of how they operate and what that child is not maybe just looking for, but what the child kind of needs.
Right.
And we went through a couple of date night sitters before we got the right one, but we sure found the right one, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And that's something that I think is really important when you're using any new business is, give a chance and give feedback.
Yeah.
So that's something that we talked about. And I love that you were open to that communication. I said, hey, at first, these really didn't quite work out for us.
Yeah.
And we talked some more. You asked me more questions so that we were able to get the right placement.
Yep. And find the right personality to come in and have fun.
Exactly. Because
that was the key important thing for her, wasn't it? Having fun.
It is. And if you're going to go out on a date, the last thing you want is for the child to dread you having a babysitter.
Yes.
You really want them to be looking forward to it, because so when we go on a date night, we want her to be having a fun time while we're having a fun time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's who we are. We are fairly new. I was with another organization, and then about 3-4 months ago, started this on my own, started my own agency, and things are going very well, I'm happy to say.
Awesome. So we talked a little bit about how I've been using the service, or at least my love's been using the service. But tell me, like, you also do nanny placement. Can you
Yes.
explain, like, what's the difference between a sitter and a nanny?
I absolutely can. Sitters are typically that hourly, that date night that you're going to pay by the hour. We call a part-time nanny 20 hours or more, guaranteed for a part-time nanny, and then a full-time nanny is 40 hours. And they have a little more experience in different things, you know, and they really, the best kind of nanny is the kind of nanny that becomes part of your family. You know, you trust them like you would, you know, your own mother or sister or whatever with your children. And that's what we really look for, somebody that really blends. I was very blessed that when I had my first child, I had a woman like that, that beyond watching my oldest son, you know, grow up, after he was grown, we had them always, you know, until she passed away. She was a part of our lives, and she would pick him up and take him to hockey games and things. And yeah, that's the best kind.
Can you explain for the people watching the show an example? Because I know I would be thinking, well, nanny, maybe they live with you and they're full time, but I really am intrigued by this part-time nanny opportunity for families. What can you tell us a little more about how that would look like? Maybe describe like a placement that you have done or so that would explain how a family could use that part-time nanny.
Absolutely. We have a family that they're both entrepreneurs, and they have a little one, and she's still nursing. So she wanted to be near the child, and they were looking for someone to come in pretty much to entertain him, right? And give him lots of love. That was very important. Someone who would just douse him with attention.
Right.
And so like we have someone that goes there every day during the week, 5 days a week. They go in for 4 hours. From noon to 4 every day.
And that gives the parents time to work on their businesses.
Absolutely.
They can be there in the home, but also
if they need to run an errand or something, they don't have to, you know, they can run out quick because they have someone there. When we go to place a nanny, the first thing that I do when a family contacts me is we go into their home. I want to see, you know, for the sitter or nanny's safety as well, we want to see who these people are. Are they who they say they are? Right. And then I go in with a big questionnaire, and I don't like ask them every single question, but use it as a guide to make sure that we have everything covered for what they need. You know, do they need someone who can cook? Do they need someone who can, you know, do the children's laundry? Or do they need someone who will just sit on the couch and read books?
Right.
Some people, and it's a pretty even split. Some people want an older grandma type, and some people want a young, energetic type.
Exactly.
You know, so everybody's needs are different, and we need to get in there and get to know them so we know who the right fit is going to be. Then we provide them with, I do sourcing, and I provide them with a bio that kind of tells all the great things about this nanny. And I can have 2, and I recently came up with 2 nannies for one family who were very, very different, but both would have been excellent in the position. And she's actually having a hard time now deciding which way to go, but it's a good problem to have, right?
Yes, it is. It is. Wow, that's really good. So how can our audience like reach you, get in touch with you if they're interested in either getting a sitter, a nanny, part-time or full-time, or maybe they would like to be interviewed for a sitter or nanny position?
Absolutely.
How do they reach you?
The other thing they can do, and you know, it is the holiday season, you can purchase credit or like a gift card for someone and gift them childcare.
Wow. That's a great idea.
Yeah, wouldn't it be fun if somebody, you know, gifted you childcare so you could go dancing with your squeeze?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yes. They're also great for like baby showers and Mother's Day and this is a nice gift so mom can get out and do whatever she
great
wants to do.
idea.
But you can reach us we're online at Sweetwater Sitters and Nannies, and is spelled out .com. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and our phone number is 727-300-5577.
Awesome. And I will put those in the show notes so that you can have access to those as well. So do you have any advice or tips for parents when they're looking for sitters or nannies?
Well, the obvious answer is, call us.
Of course, right. But we have viewers from all over the United States.
Right. So really, if you're going to have someone come into your home and stay with your child, even if you are just going to a movie, make sure that they know where you're going, how to contact you, maybe even, if this happens, contact us. Make sure they know if the child has asthma or any allergies to anything. You could think, oh, I'm going to give them a little, I have a little snack size Snickers in my bag. I'm going to let the child have that. And the child could be deathly allergic to peanuts.
Right.
So you got to be careful. Just make sure that they have doctors and all those emergency numbers that they have, so that in the rare case that something would happen, they would have it covered.
That's great advice. Yeah. Very good. But yes, one call. It's so much easier. So Debbie, you're a very busy person.
Yes.
You're launching this business, and taking care of ourselves, self-care, this is my passion. This is what I do, is very important. And so I'd like to know, like, how do you take care of yourself? What are some of your self-care habits?
I've gotten real selfish as I've gotten older, and it's all about me.
I hear you.
So like, I will forego this or that because I need time on the beach. The beach is, my place.
Yeah.
To kind of regroup and get myself together. And that's very important to me. And then I don't exercise as much as I should, but I've also started eating a little healthier. Again, when you don't have to cook for somebody else and it's just you can control, what you put in that fridge and what you eat.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So tell us, you've been trying some of the products that I tell people about, that I recommend, and you wanted to share some of your favorites.
I do. I have, my very favorite is actually, I've had for a long time, sleep issues. And this product right here, Energy Plus, I have been on prescriptions, to help me stay awake and all kinds of different things. And this really works. And I don't feel like I've taken medication. I just feel more alert, alert. And so I love this product. And then one of my other favorite products is the meal in a bar, because, we're running around, we're going to meetings and networking and meeting clients and everything. And I don't know about you, but I sometimes lose track of time and I forget to eat. And I know that I can't do that like I did when I was younger.
Right.
So I carry one in my bag, and then it's like, oh, I forgot to eat. I can eat it on my way to the next appointment.
I call that my healthy fast food. So if I can share this with our audience. So this is called a meal in a bar, and we have it in peanut butter and chocolate chip. This is your favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite is white chocolate and cinnamon. It tastes like a cinnamon bun. And then we also have blueberry almond. I also keep one of these with me all the time in my bag, because when it's a choice of going through a fast food restaurant, getting something that's, highly processed, maybe doesn't have a lot of nutritional value.
Right.
This has all the nutrients that we need for a meal, and it helps us feel full, and it tastes like a candy bar. It really doesn't taste like.
Which really speaks to me, because I'm kind of a sugar addict. And so it really helps with that. Kind of curbs the sugar, and it gives you the nutrition that you need. And then the third one that I really like are the crisps.
Oh,
and they I read the ingredients, and I don't get it how they make these so tasty, but
because it's all healthy.
Yeah, there's none of that junk food that I like in it, right? But they're really satisfying. Right. I find them very satisfying. I have those a lot in the evening. that'll be kind of an evening snack.
That is nice. So that's for our audience. They're called Snack Crisp. They come in sea salt or barbecue. And it's actually a healthy chip that has protein in it. So it actually gives you that protein, keeps your blood sugars in balance, and everything that we have with our food products is about having that healthy ratio of protein so that we do manage our blood sugars, because I'm also a sugar addict, and so I have to
be a little careful,
be very careful and not overdo it. I want to come back and talk just a minute about this product, the Plus Energy. It's called also Core Energy, and it has got some herbs in it that they really give you that boost of energy you need. But even if you really dig into these ingredients, and I can do a talk on it in more depth, is really important for people who are under a lot of stress. We fatigue our adrenal glands.
Yes.
What this product does is it helps repair the adrenal glands, and so that affects all of our hormones, which affects everything. So it's a really great product. I'm glad you're getting good results from it.
I was kind of hesitant to order it, and I was like, well, I'll give it a try. Because I've tried so many things that haven't worked, but I gave it a try, and I think it was the second day that I took it. It was like, I feel better. Like I'm awake and alert and focused, and just all kinds of things that I struggle with. So.
Very good.
We'll be continuing to order that one for sure.
And thank you for sharing that, because I'm sure we may have some other listeners that have that low energy in the day, or have a hard time getting going. So it's a great alternative to coffee or sodas,
taking narcotic things that help you stay awake. That's like the only other alternative I have, and I choose not to do that.
Right. Well, I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
My pleasure. It's always wonderful seeing you.
So I want to just tell our audience, thank you for joining us today for this show, and just share with you a couple of things that are coming up. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love for you to leave your comments, any questions you have for myself or for Debbie in the comments below. And also like my page, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future episodes. I've got some great guests like Debbie lined up. And please visit my website at wellnesslady.com. So some events that are coming up that are going to be a lot of fun. We just had our gratitude gathering for our local people last night, and just got together. And what I learned from that, I do have a list here somewhere. I'm looking for it. There it is. It's right there. Is that we're building communities locally that support people who want to be around positive people. Of course, we love entrepreneurs, but also that are looking for healthy products and hacks,
and want to live a healthier lifestyle.
Exactly. So if you didn't make it to our local event, I've got some other events coming up, but I also want to say that I am looking for wellness ambassadors to help spread and build these local communities where you are. So if that's something that appeals to you, please be sure to let me know. So here's what we have coming up this week. Tomorrow night is an incredible, every month we do a wellness webinar, and the one that's coming up tomorrow night is eating right for a bad gut. So who do you know that has colitis, Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease, or just has a lot of gassiness and bloating? This is going to be a great webinar. We have Dr. Scalia, who has written 14 books, and this is one of his areas of expertise. He's going to be our guest. If you're watching the replay and it's past this Wednesday, don't worry. Just go to the link I put below, because we have a new webinar on a new topic every month that are just fabulous. Then on January 4th, we're doing a kickoff the new year event. I'm doing one locally, as well as we'll have some online information. But the thing I'm most excited about is we're getting Healthy 2020, is we're going to be launching a new 30-day challenge, Prove It group, where you can try out our program for 30 days. And if you don't feel amazing, you get your money back. And that's going to give you your core nutrition.
Yes.
It's got an optional cleanse if you want to do a cleanse detox with it. And it's going to have a Facebook online support group that's private. You can only get in that if you're in our Get Healthy community.
So you don't have to share your dirty little secrets with the whole world, just that small group.
It's just the small group. That's right. We're also, for those of you that are personal growth junkies like myself, we are doing a virtual book club, and we are reading the book. So go ahead and order your book, Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear. It's by Elizabeth Gilbert. She's the lady that wrote Eat, Pray, and Love. And it's going to be awesome. And we're doing that in a private Facebook group as well. So just let us know if you want info and want to be invited. And then we're going to be having vision board workshops virtually as well as locally. And so these are things that are coming up. So we are doing everything to help you. I like what you said at the beginning. Wellness is so much more than what you eat or exercise or your mind. It's all of it.
It's all of it.
It's all of it. And I think community support is
and this is a great place for community support, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, we love St. Pete.
We do.
So thanks for watching, and have an awesome and amazing day.